Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Playtime with Kelly. Today I'm here with Rick Vale, the director of Kiss Me Kate at Mainstage Theater. So thank you for joining us.
Certainly, my pleasure.
So what can you tell me about Kiss Me Kate?
Kiss Me Kate is the very first musical to ever win a Tony on Broadway. So it's pretty popular. A play within a play. So it's a story about a group of people who are doing a musical version, touring with a musical version of The Taming of the Shrew. So you see their backstage personalities which mirror their onstage personalities. And so it's pretty clever. It's pretty clever.
And so what are the challenges of bringing sort of such an old production and, you know, sort of adjusting it to a modern day audience?
I think like with anything, people today view everything through a paradigm of their experience and all the experiences and all the media and all the entertainment that they're used to, which didn't apply in 1949. So in 1949, audiences were patient and wanted to sit and have a big opening number, and then they wanted to see each individual character explain about themselves and sing a song. Nowadays, you know, Phantom of the Opera, you got to hit the ground running and you got to keep running until the audience leaves sweating and panting at the end of the show. And so the biggest challenge is to translate it without changing it into a format that people will pay attention to, because people just don't have the patience they had. So to combat that, what I would do, I edited some stuff and tried to make it as interesting to watch as possible. Some of our humor is different than the humor in the 49, so I tried to bring some of that in. It still has issues that you can't get around in the book, but you know what? A lot of us appreciate the old musicals and we're fine with that. So, yeah.
And this actually isn't your first time, you know, working on a production of Kiss Me Kate, right?
No, this is my second time. I did a production in New York, a little bit upstate, off-Broadway production that they were trying to get off the ground to maybe make a revival. I was a chorus boy, and it was years ago, and I loved the show. It wasn't the first time I'd seen the show, but when I'd first seen it, I was a kid, and I hadn't really paid attention. And this was the first time I got to see it from backstage. I got to meet some very fascinating professional actors that I had actually seen in movies and on TV, and hear some good stories. And I watched it, and it became a favorite of mine, even though I saw it from backstage and didn't really see certain scenes. Cole Porter's brilliant, and it was just brilliant music. It was good performance. So I have very good memories from that, and that was 100 years ago. So yeah, that was Cole Porter was there actually. He was real young.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kiss Me Kate has a play within a play, and it kind of centers around opening night. So. In all of your experience, have you ever had a crazy opening night or any stressful stories?
Oh yes, oh yes. I used to perform in opera, and performed with Seattle Opera and Tacoma Opera, upstate New York with Lake George Opera. And if something goes wrong in opera, it's huge. It is absolutely huge, because the productions are huge. And so the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And I was at an opening night one time that had a horse on stage, because it was a huge stage, and it was Aida, so it was the triumphal march. And the horse did really well during rehearsals, but was not used to playing for a packed house of 4,000. And when it came on stage and saw the audience, it reared up, and the entire cast scrambled, and the conductor, the horse headed for the orchestra pit, and the conductor threw his baton up and said, "Everybody run!" And everybody had to scatter, and they had to close the curtain. They had to have the horse wrangler come in. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, it was epic. It was epic. I've seen a girl's wig catch on fire opening night. One time I had to carry a live pig on stage on an opening night, and they switched the pig on me on opening night, and that pig got scared and did what pigs do when they get scared, only I had to keep holding him. So, yeah, that was fun. That's a good opening night. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. It really does happen. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Rick, for joining
Certainly.
us. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it. And be sure to look for my review for Kiss Me Kate, both in print and online at heraldbulletin.com.